You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. Game 1 of the Ducks doubleheader is complete. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just one run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys. And we all clicked from the very beginning, and our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then, he's it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those 2 guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before. It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, I know that they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsifer and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? Which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and but it hurts our team club. and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to Major League organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid, and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs. All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last week of the 2000 season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. Game 1 of the Ducks doubleheader is complete. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport during the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you'd been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, you know, we knew that if we just went in and played 1 game at a time, which is of course very cliche, but yet it's very applicable for the situation. You know, if we win the first couple of games, you know, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, you know, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we were going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. And so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It was like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings, and all it takes is we finish 9 innings. The next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards 1 game, and that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama for the ball players. So we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
Ducks' second half playoff drive has begun. But wait a minute, what about the first half?
Good question.
Something you've never even heard in baseball. Just like, let's put off the first half until a month later.
Because of a rainout, the Ducks and Bluefish have yet to decide who won the North Division. They'll replay the game in its entirety August 9th.
I mean, we definitely had momentum in our favor, and it was just too bad that it just had to stop like it did.
To have it end like that was really disappointing. We have some guys that do real well now. Who knows if Doug, Camara, Barty, or most of us are going to be here come August 9th. And, they were a big part of our team.
19 days and counting till August 9th.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. Game 1 of the Ducks doubleheader is complete. Game 2 will be coming up shortly. Stay tuned, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. When August 9th finally arrived, the team and its fans were ready.
My guys are ready to go. They're ready to play this game. As I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, it's about the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple reasons why these players are all here in this league. One to get back to organizations, and the other get in the playoffs. And here it is right here on the table for them. So now it's whoever's the hungriest.
With more than 700 loyal Duck fans in attendance in Bridgeport, everything was on the line once again for Long Island's hometown team. In a game dubbed "One Game for All the Marbles" by Bridgeport officials, the Bluefish took an early 3-0 advantage against the Ducks and starter Brian Ricard.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Avila.
And again, Lou, the rosters of these teams is quite different from what it was the last time we played this game on July 12th. The Ducks do have Garrick back. The Bluefish have Willis Otanez and DJ Boston back. But Long Island has lost Bill Pulsifer, Lance Davis, and Manny Ulloa, 3 of their best pitchers who've gone on to affiliated teams.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner, and Ricard ends the inning. But
the Ducks showed their mettle, battling back and tying the game on Camara Barty's 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th inning off Bluefish ace Tim Kaine.
Kaine delivers, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, and Kaine works ahead 0-2.
And a chance for Camara to get some retribution, Lou, as it was Camara Barty who popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and 1 away. So he gets another chance here to at least drive in 1 run if he can bring in Cole Liniak from second.
0-2 pitch, swung on and drilled to deep left field. Going back is Otanez. It's gone! A home run for Barty! A 2-run shot! And we are all tied at 4.
Well, for Camara Barty, his team-leading 18th home run.
We were down early, so we were like, all right, now we got to fight back. But once you hit that 2-run home run and we're dead even, it's a whole new game. It's like, all right, it's 0-0. Now it's our game. We have the momentum. Let's take it. Let's go all the way with this.
Now Andrew Salvo. Be interesting to see if he tries to bunt here.
I would think so.
Bridgeport thinking bunt. Lualoa now coming in at 3rd, and Salvo bunts it. It's a good-looking bunt, and they're going to go to first. For a second, Sherman thought about going to second, but then got the sure out at first base. Salvo does his job, sacrifice bunt, sends Rodriguez down to second, and he is the potential go-ahead run for the Ducks.
Well, Andrew Salvo practices that bunt every day in batting practice, and in the biggest spot of the season for Long Island, he comes through as manager Don McCormack there, playing small ball here in a tie game, and now he hopes that Kevin Baez, who's had the best defensive play of the game for Long Island, can come through with some offense.
And the Duck fans making some noise now. Baez and Justin Davies will try to give the Ducks the lead. Baez swings and lifts it deep down the right field line. Pennyfeather is there, makes the catch. Rodriguez is going to try to go. Pennyfeather's throw is into the stands, and Rodriguez will score on the overthrow. Long Island takes the lead. It's 5-4 Ducks.
Well, can you believe it? Will Pennyfeather, who had the best catch of the game for the Bluefish and one of the best arms in the Atlantic League, just threw one into the seats, into the Duck fan section.
And as he did, Louis Rodriguez, who was tagging, is able to circle third and score. The Ducks have their first lead of the game in the top of the ninth on a Will Pennyfeather overthrow.
With the Ducks now holding a 1-run lead, Long Island called on closer Bill Seamus for the final 3 outs.
And the Bluefish now down to their last strike.
And much like they do at Citibank Park, the Duck fans are on their feet throughout this ballpark, hundreds of them, standing and cheering for what they hope will be strike 3.
No balls, 2 strikes to Boston. Seamus gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. The Long Island Ducks have won the first half championship in the Atlantic League's North Division. And the Ducks will go to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
And you see the jubilation on the mound. It has taken them 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days since the first pitch in franchise history was thrown back in April of 2000. But there will be postseason baseball on Long Island come September for the first time ever. And that guy, Bill Seamus, is the happiest man on the field.
The Ducks battle that.
Once
Mike Moore back with you from Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We welcome you back to Long Island Ducks baseball. Game number 2 about to get underway. A 7-inning nightcap. The Ducks winning the opener in historic fashion in 7 innings, 14-1, setting a franchise record, hitting 7 home runs. We thank you so much for tuning into Ducks baseball this afternoon across the globe on LADucks.com, on YouTube.com/Ducks baseball, and on Facebook Live, making us a part of your Sunday afternoon entertainment. Finishing his warm-up tosses on the mound is the right-hander for the Lancaster Barnstormers, Brent Teller. Vladimir Frias will lead off the ballgame for the Long Island Ducks. He'll be followed by Steve Lombardozzi and Lou Ford, as we are just about ready to go here in the nightcap. Frias, a switch hitter, batting left, wearing number 1. He's the shortstop. And play ball, says home plate umpire Bill Reuter. Nicholas Mole, the first base umpire. Bill Worthington, the umpire, over at third. Brent Teller gets the sign from his battery mate, Anthony Peroni. He kicks and fires the first pitch in the nightcap, and it's a fastball that misses outside for ball 1. And once again, we are underway. Frias was 2 for 5 in the opening game. Also in the leadoff spot with a single and a 2-run home run, and he also scored a pair of runs. Vladdy is playing in game number 62 overall, hitting .320 with 7 home runs and 45 runs batted in. 2-0 pitch is a fastball that misses outside, 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike 1. The Ducks are winners of 8 consecutive games. They have the best record in the Atlantic League. Now at 55-39, as the 3-1 pitch is taken for a called strike. And after falling behind 3-0, Brent Teller has worked the count full. At the moment, with Southern Maryland playing York, the game is in progress, so the Ducks in sole possession of first place, 1/2 game ahead of Southern Maryland. Now 3.5 games in front of York and 5.5 games out in front. I should say 4.5 games in front of the Lancaster Barnstormers. The payoff pitch misses inside ball 4. The Ducks have a leadoff base runner here in the first. Fans, that was another First National Bank of LI walk to first. Go first, go far. Here's Steve Lombardozzi, switch hitter, batting left, wearing number 2 and playing second base. And for Lombo, this is game number 94. He's hitting .321 with 13 home runs and 65 RBIs. Lombardozzi in the opener had 3 hits in 4 at-bats. He also registered a sacrifice bunt, scored a pair of runs, and stole a base. First pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike one. Brent Teller is making his 21st appearance and first as a starter. He's 3-0 with a 4.88 earned run average. Teller enters this first start of the season having pitched 27 2/3 innings, allowing 15 runs on 31 hits. All 15 runs have been earned. 17 walks, 1 intentional, 32 strikeouts, 5 home runs allowed, and a .282 batting average against. Another throw to first. And Vladdy with the head first slide gets back in safely. Frias is 15 for 18 in the stolen base department this season. The Ducks were 2 for 2 in the opening game of this twin bill. Now 14 for their last 15 in stolen bases this season. And are 6 for 7 in terms of stolen bases in this series. 0-2 is the count to Steve Lombardozzi. Another throw over to first. Lombardozzi fouls the 0-2 pitch out of play. Defensively for the Lancaster Barnstormers, Kelly Dugan is at first base. Melvin Mercedes is at second. Cleu Luis Rondon is the shortstop. Nick Schumpert is over at third. Left to right in the outfield, it's Caleb Gindel, Blake Galen, and Devon Torrance and Blake Galen, with Anthony Peroni catching Brent Teller. Again, the 0-2 in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher Peroni and goes to the backstop. And the wild pitch moves Frias into scoring position at second base. Teller throws his 5th wild pitch of the season, and an immediate chance for the Ducks to strike first here in the opening inning. They have a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and the count 1-2 to Steve Lombardozzi. Lombo hits a little flare into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Frias is going to be held up at third, as hustling out onto the outfield grass was Cleu Luis Rondon. It's an opposite field single for Steve Lombardozzi. And the Ducks have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Number 20, right fielder Lou Ford.
So Lombardozzi just continues to remain red hot. And the batter will now be Lou Ford. Right-handed hitter wearing number 20. He is playing right field. And for the Ducks hitting coach, this is game number 44. The batting average is at .257. He has 1 home run and 21 runs batted in. Throw to first, and Lombardozzi gets back in standing. Lombo, as I mentioned, a stolen base in the opening game of this series. Now 17 stolen bases in 21 attempts for Steve. First pitch fastball is cut on and missed. Lou Ford last night was 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. He also drew a walk. Another throw to first, and Brent Teller keeping a watchful eye on Steve Lombardozzi. Great speed on the base paths with the table setters, Frias at third and Lombardozzi at first. 0-1 to Ford. It's grounded to third. Charging it is the third baseman, Schumpert. His only play is to first as Ford is retired. Coming down the line from third to score the first run of game number 2 is Vladimir Frias. Advancing to second is Steve Lombardozzi. It's an RBI groundout for Lou Ford. And 3 batters into the nightcap, the Ducks take a 1-0 lead. So Ford puts the ball in play with a productive out. Driving in Frias and advancing Lombardozzi into scoring position. 22 runs batted in now on the season for Captain Lou. That is his Twitter handle. And it brings up L.J. Mazzilli. Right-handed batter wearing number 13 and playing center field. Maz was 1 for 3 in game 1 of this doubleheader. That one hit a solo home run. He also had a sacrifice fly and was hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs, and had a pair of RBIs. 1-0 pitch misses low, 2 balls and no strikes. Mazzilli is playing in game number 78 overall, hitting .336. 335, I should say, with 7 home runs and 58 RBIs. Two 0 pitches fouled out of play. Brett Teller is 6'2", 205 pounds. 24 years old from Miami, Florida. This is his first season professionally. He pitched at the collegiate level for Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey. 2-1 to Mazzilli is chopped to second. It's fielded by Mercedes, and he throws to first to erase Mazzilli for the second out. Advancing over to third base is Steve Lombardozzi. In steps Davidson Romero, right-handed batter wearing number 21. He's playing first base. Romero was 2 for 5 with a grand slam home run and a walk in the opener. He takes the breaking ball inside for ball 1. If you're just joining us, the Ducks won game 1 of the doubleheader, 14-1, hitting a franchise record 7 home runs. Breaking ball catches the outer half for a called strike, evening the count at 1-1. Romero's playing in game number 55, hitting .268 with 7 home runs and 35 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike, and the count is 1-2 to Davidson Romero. Teller sets at the belt. Working from the third base side of the rubber, the 1-2 pitch is chopped foul. Lancaster now 0-6 on this 7-game homestand. They were swept earlier this week by the York Revolution and have dropped the first 3 games in this series. Grounded up the middle, and it's booted by Rondon, and a run will come in to score. Lombardozzi crosses the plate with the second run for the Ducks, and Romero is on at first. Wait and see how that is going to be scored.
Take it to the Fan Service Center, and congratulations.
Either way, the Ducks now have a 2-0 lead. Here's Sal Giardina, switch hitter batting left, wearing number 24. He's doing the catching duties here in the Nightcap. And Giardina fouls the first pitch down the left field line out of play.
Here is today's Aspen Home Improvements winner.
And it's an error that is going to be charged to Cleu Luis Rondon. His 17th error this season. No RBI for Romero. Mr. Giardina is taken for a called strike. 0-2 is the count. Barnstormers committed 2 errors in the opening game. They now have 7 errors committed in this series. Count holds at 0-2 to Sal Giardina. Sal is playing in game number 68. The batting average stands at .295. He has 6 home runs and 35 runs batted in. Again, the 0-2. Upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. Giardina last night was 0 for 3. He did draw 2 walks, one of the bases loaded variety. Now giving him 7 runs batted in versus the Barnstormers this season. 1-2. Giardina lines it in the gap to right center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. It's cut off by Galen. Going first to third is Romero. Losing his footing between first and second is Sal Giardina. He scampers back to the first base bag. The inning continues for the Ducks, as they now have runners at the corners for Ramon Flores. Flores, a left-handed batter wearing number 15. He is the designated hitter. And for Ramon, this is game number 41. He's hitting .250 with 4 home runs and 23 RBIs. Flores had one of the 7 home runs for the Ducks in the opener, a franchise record. He went 2 for 3, scoring twice and drawing a walk. He chops this one to second, fielded on a couple of hops by Mercedes, and he goes the short way to second, and that retires the side. But the Ducks grab the lead here at the top of the first against Brent Teller. For Long Island, they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. After 1/2 inning of play here in game number 2, the score is the Long Island Ducks 2 and the Lancaster Barnstormers coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is catcher Sal Giardina, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is a First National Bank of LI walk to first. For 93 years, the First National Bank of LI has been helping their clients succeed. They invite you to experience their customer-first approach for yourself. Visit fnbli.com. Scott Harkin is staked to a 2-0 lead as the Barnstormers come to bat in the last of the first in game number 2. Caleb Gindel will lead off, will be followed by Melvin Mercedes and Alejandro De Aza. Harkin's first pitch is a fastball that just misses outside for ball 1. Gindel did not play in the opening game of this doubleheader, so he's getting his first plate appearance here in the Nightcap. Harkin's 2-0, misses up high, 3 balls and no strikes. And the 3-0 pitch is outside, ball 4. So Harkin issues a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Gindle to begin his afternoon on the mound. And that will bring up Melvin Mercedes.
Number 3, second baseman Melvin Mercedes.
Mercedes is playing second base for the Barnstormers. Mercedes in the leadoff spot in game number 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk. This pitch fastball misses high, and that's 5 in a row out of the strike zone by Scott Harkin to begin his day on the mound. There's a strike. 1-1 is the count. One pitches high and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mercedes is playing in game number 43. A very impressive .356 batting average to go along with a homer and 25 driven in. Chop to the right side, past the reach of Davidson Romero into right field for a base hit. So a good start for the Barnstormers against Scott Harkin. A walk and a seeing eye single with runners at first and second with nobody out for Alejandro De Aza. De Aza was in the number 2 spot in the batting order in game 1 and went 1 for 3 with his 24th double. De Aza is playing in game number 85, hitting .332 with 9 home runs and 59 runs batted in. He shows bunt. He takes a fastball up high for ball 1. Defensively for Long Island, Davidson Romero is at first base. Steve Lombardozzi is at second. Vladimir Frias is the shortstop. And Jesse Berardi is over at third. 1-0 pitch is grounded sharply. Fielded on the backhand by Frias. He goes to second for 1. Lombardozzi on to first, not in time as De Aza is able to beat it out by a step. But that's a nice defensive play by Vladimir Frias. The fielder's choice goes 6-4.
Right fielder number 2.
That's the first out here in the first. And the Barnstormers have runners at the corners for the cleanup hitter, Blake Galen. Rounding out the defensive alignment for the Flock in the Nightcap, Johnny Turbo is in left field. The center fielder is L.J. Mazzilli. Lou Ford is over in at right. As Harkin fires strike 1 to Blake Galen. Sal Giardina catches Scott Harkin. 0-1 to Galen is taken on the inside corner. Good pitch from Harkin as he gets ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Galen struck out all 3 times in the opening game versus Darren Downs. Downs went the distance for his first complete game of the season. Two pitches down low. Fans, Alejandro De Aza was the 10th batter of today's game. Did you know you could join Planet Fitness for as low as $10 a month? Visit planetfitness.com today to find your nearest club and learn more. 1-2. Rounded up the middle. Fielded by Frias. He steps on the bag for 1 and fires the first double play. Side retired. Just what the doctor ordered for Scott Harkin. The first two batters reach against the right-hander, but a fielder's choice and a 6-6-3 twin killing gets Harkin through the bottom half of the first inning unscathed with a shutdown frame. For Lancaster, no runs on one hit. There was a walk, and with the double play, one runner left on base. We move to the top of the second here in game number 2. Long Island out in front, 2-0.
Hey fans, this is infielder Jesse Berardi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSCG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy-efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSCG Long Island offers money-saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money-saving rebates at pscgliny.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
The 2021 season of Ducks Baseball is presented by Catholic Health. Visit them online at chsli.org. Catholic Health. Long live Long Island. 2-0 Flock as the visitors come to bat in the top half of the second inning. Jesse Berardi, first pitch swinging, cues it to the left side. It's fielded by Nick Schumpert. And he fires across the diamond in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Behind Brent Teller.
Outfielder number 14, Johnny Turbo.
Incepts Johnny Turbo. Turbo had 3 hits in 4 at-bats, scored 3 times in the opener. Stole his team-leading 24th base and had the big hit for the Ducks. His home run in the 6th inning set a franchise record, the 7th home run in the ballgame for Long Island. Turbo shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and the fastball misses outside as it goes to the backstop. Turbo is now playing in game number 79, hitting .301 with 5 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Lined up the middle, that's a base hit. Johnny Turbo now has 4 hits in this doubleheader. And the Ducks have a 1-out base runner as they go back to the top of the order. Vladimir Frias. Frias gave the keynote in our nightcap, drawing a walk. He scored the game's first run on an RBI groundout produced by Lou Ford. Throw to first, and Turbo gets back in standing. Johnny, a team-leading 24 stolen bases in 29 attempts. First pitch to Frias is a fly ball, deep right center field. Moving over is Blake Galen in the gap, leaping, and he makes the catch for the second out. Frias gave that a ride.
Second baseman Steve Lombardozzi.
That was a nice running catch by Blake Galen to retire Vladdy. So 1 on a 2-out for Steve Lombardozzi, who singled and scored the second of the 2 runs for the Ducks in the top of the first inning on the error committed by Melvin Mercedes on the ground, by Cleo Luis Rondon on the ground ball up the middle. This pitch is taken outside, throw down to first, and Turbo dives back in safely. Eleven batters faced by Brent Teller. 6 first pitch strikes. Lombardozzi fouls the 1-0 pitch down the left field line out of play. The Ducks have won 8 in a row and 11 of their last 15. And are now 16 games over 500 at 55-39. 19 and 16 in the second half, 23 and 20 on the road. There goes Turbo. The pitch is taken and the throw to second is not in time. It's another stolen base for Johnny Turbo, his second in this doubleheader, and team leading 25th in 30 attempts. And the Ducks have a runner in scoring position with 2 down. And the count 2-1 to Steve Lombardozzi. The Ducks now 3 for 3 in the stolen base department here in the doubleheader. 7 for 8 in the series. 2-1 to Lombardozzi is inside, 3-1. The Ducks came into this doubleheader today 3rd in the Atlantic League in stolen bases with 113. Now 116 and 136 attempts. They've been thrown out the second fewest times at only 20. They're 15 for their last 16 in the stolen base department as well. The 3-1 to Lombardozzi is line past the reach of Mercedes into right field for a base hit. Wally Backman is waving home Johnny Turbo. The throw to the plate is not in time, and advancing into second on the play is Steve Lombardozzi. He has an RBI single, and the Ducks now lead it 3-0. Lombardozzi 2 for 2.
Right fielder Lou Ford
with a pair of singles, and adds to his team lead in ribeye stakes now with 66. His 5th hit in this doubleheader. The throw by Blake Galen missed the cutoff man, and Lombardozzi, with the play right in front of him, saw that and slid into second base, taking the extra base given to him. Here's Lou Ford. First pitch fastball is swung on and missed. Ford had an RBI ground out his first time up. His 22nd run batted in. The run is home for the Ducks here in the second. They lead it 3-0. 0-1. This is low, 1-1. So I mentioned the Ducks are 3 for 3 now in the stolen base department in this series, in this doubleheader, I should say. They're 18 for 23 in stolen bases versus Lancaster this season. 1-1 to Ford. He's fouled out of play. Lancaster has lost 8 consecutive games, a season high, and they've dropped 10 of 13 and 16 of 23. They're 4.5 games behind the Ducks for first place in the second half of the North Division standings. 0-6 now on this 7-game homestand. 1-2 to Ford. It's grounded to third, fielded by Schumpert, and the throw to first retires the side. The Ducks add to the lead here in the top half of inning number 2. As Long Island picks up 1 run on 2 hits. And there was 1 runner left on base after an inning and a half in our nightcap. The Ducks now lead it by the score of 3-0.
Hey fan, this is catcher Hector Sanchez and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
The Long Island Ducks return home on Friday, September 17th to open up a 3-game weekend series against the York Revolution at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Game time is slated for 6:35 p.m. with the ballpark gates opening at 5:35, 5:20 for full season ticket holders. Following the game, all fans in attendance will be treated to a fireworks spectacular presented by NYCB. Scott Harkin now has a 3-run lead. And his first pitch to Kelly Dugan misses down low for ball 1. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Lancaster. Dugan will be followed by Devon Torrance and Anthony Peroni. 1-0 pitch is low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Kelly Dugan was 1 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Harkins 2-0. Paints the black for a called strike. Kelly Dugan, a lot of pop in that left-handed bat. He's playing in game number 83, leading the team in batting average at .347. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Harkin. Evens the count at 2-2. Along with that .347 batting average, Dugan has 12 home runs, second on the club in runs batted in with 75. Dugan hits a fly ball to left field. Coming in on it is Johnny Turbo. He makes the one-handed catch to retire Dugan.
Center fielder, number 4, Devon Torrance.
In steps Devon Torrance, the center fielder for Lancaster. Torrance was a pinch hitter in the 6th inning of game number 1, and he struck out swinging against Darren Downs. He takes strike 1 from Scott Harkin in his first plate appearance in the Nightcap. Blake Galen, I said, went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. It was actually 0 for 2, and then he was taken out of the ballgame on the double hook rule. Devon Torrance, the pinch hitter, struck out against Darren Downs. Grounded foul. 0-2 is the count. Scott Harkin is making his 6th game start with the Ducks. He's been terrific, 5-0 with a minuscule 1.93 earned run average. 1-2 to Torrance. Torrance is playing in game number 83, hitting .238 no home runs and 16 RBIs. Swing and a miss. Torrance goes down on strikes, and that's the first punch out this afternoon for Scott Harkin. 2 out and nobody on for Anthony Peroni. Peroni did the catching duties in game number 1, doing the same here in the Nightcap. In the opener, he was 1 for 3. That one hit his 14th double of the season. Interesting decision by Ross Peebles to have Peroni catch both games of this twin bill. You don't see that very often. Harkin's first pitch hits Peroni on the helmet, and the Barnstormers have a 2-out base runner as Peroni gets plunked.
Shortstop, number 7, Cleo Luis Rondon.
And they'll bring up Cleo Luis Rondon. So Peroni appears to be okay. That's a good sign. Harkin hits his first batter of the season in a Ducks uniform. And now Peroni, going for the delayed steal, induces the pitcher in Scott Harkin to commit the balk. And that moves Peroni up into scoring position with 2 away. Rondon was 0 for 2 in the opening game, flying out to left and lining into a double play. Rondon shows bunt and takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike 1. First balk committed this season by Scott Harkin. The 0-1. Misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Ducks as a staff have now committed a total of 9 balks here in 2021. The 1-1 is lined to right. On comes Lou Ford, and he makes the running catch. Side retired. So Lou Ford getting the start in right field. Got a good jump on the baseball and takes a base hit and a run batted in away from Cleo Luis Rondon. And that gets Harkin through the second inning unscathed. For Lancaster, no runs, no hits. There was a hit batsman and 1 runner left on base. We move to the top of the 3rd. Here in the Keystone State in game number 2, a 7-inning affair with Long Island out in front by the score of 3-0.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey kids, are you looking for even more fun when you come out to a Long Island Ducks game? Then be sure to head on over to the Ducks Fun Zone. It's located on the main concourse down the right field line. There you'll find 3 fun-filled inflatables, including the Duck Tail Slide, the Bounce House, and an obstacle course. Enjoy unlimited access to all 3 inflatables for just $5 every game. That's the Long Island Ducks Fun Zone, open during all home games at Fairfield Properties Ballpark.
The Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. And as we reported in game number 1, information coming to us by the best trainer in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball, Deanna Reynolds, letting you, the fans of the Long Island Ducks, know that the 2 players currently on the disabled list in Hunter Cordell and Nick Batari remain unavailable due to undisclosed upper extremity injuries. And that is the latest health report brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. We move to the top of the third in game number 2. The Ducks have an early 3-0 lead against Brent Teller and the Lancaster Barnstormers. LJ Mazzilli will lead off for the Flock. They'll be followed by Davidson Romero and Sal Giordino, 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Has grounded out to Melvin Mercedes at second base, his first time up. Brent Teller in his third inning of work for Lancaster. He kicks and fires the first pitch to Mazzilli in tight for ball 1. Ducks with their 14-1 victory in the opening game of this series, I should say of this doubleheader, now lead the season series 11-7 over the Barnstormers. This is game number 19 of 22. The final 3 games between these two ball clubs will be played back at Fairfield Properties Ballpark October 5th, 6th, and 7th. Mazzilli hits a fly ball to right field, right in front of the wall. Blake Galen is under it, and he makes the catch for the first out. Ducks have been peppering that short porch in right all afternoon long. A franchise record 7 home runs in game number 1. And Maz just got under that pitch, thrown by Brent Teller, as he retires the leadoff batter for the second time in 3 innings. Davidson Romero reached on an error committed by Cleo Luis Rondon back in the first. That brought home Steve Lombardozzi with the second run of the inning for the Ducks. No RBI for Romero, as he takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Romero's grand slam home run gives the Ducks now 6 grand slams on the season. Romero lines it into center field, and that'll drop in front of Devon Torrance for a base hit. So that's now 5 hits overall for the Ducks in 2 1/3 innings, pitched by Brent Teller. That'll bring up Sal Giordino, who had a clean single his first time up. I know that's not Sal's walk-up song, but hearing that song played as Sal stepped up to the plate brought me back to my days of being a fan of 80s music. You talk about a one-hit wonder. That was the prelude to the song Party All the Time. I could turn that into a trivia question, but instead I'll give you the information. That one-hit wonder performed by Eddie Murphy. Giordina lifts it in the air to left, backpedaling is Caleb Gindel, and he makes the catch for the second out. Eddie Murphy, such a
designated hitter, Ramon Flores.
Fantastic comedic career, both on television as a member of the Saturday Night Live cast and in the movie theaters. The voice of Donkey from Shrek. Coming to America with Arsenio Hall. The Golden Child, I remember that movie. As Ramon Flores takes strike 1 from Brent Teller. Flores bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. But then he tried to have a bit of a musical career, and it was a great video when the video used to be out on days that they had music videos. It was pretty fun to watch. Party All the Time. A one-hit wonder for Eddie Murphy. 3,051 is the attendance here at Clipper Magazine Stadium during this twin bill. Great job by the Public Relations Department with the Lancaster Barnstormers, giving us that piece of information. Thank you to them. I will not start singing Party All the Time, But I have to tell you, it was a pretty good song. I enjoyed it. But I love 80s music, so that's up to you to decipher whether you thought that one-hit wonder by Eddie Murphy was a success, a bust, enjoyable, or just another song played. 2-2 is the count to Ramon Flores. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired.
It's a strikeout presented by Penn Medicine.
So Brent Teller picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon as he gets Flores swinging with the fastball. In the top of the third for Long Island, no runs on one hit, one runner left on base. After 2.5 innings of play here in game number 2, the Ducks lead it by the score of 3-0.
Hey fan, this is catcher Hector Sanchez and you are listening to Dog Baseball on the Long Island Dogs Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Scott Harkin about to begin his third inning on the mound for Long Island. The Ducks lead game 2 of this doubleheader, slated for 7 innings of play, 3-0 after taking the opener in 7 innings, 14-1. Nick Schumpert will lead off for Lancaster. He'll be followed by Caleb Gindel and Melvin Mercedes. Schumpert making his first plate appearance here in this doubleheader. Harkin's first pitch is a breaking ball pulled foul. Nick Schumpert is playing in game number 67, hitting .214 with 1 home run and 21 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch is fouled to the screen. I was talking a little bit about the Ducks game on Friday, September 17th, when they return home to take on the New York Revolution at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. There will be another post-game fireworks spectacular presented by NYCB, and it's also a flash sale Friday as well from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And with the flash sale Friday, it's a terrific deal. Fans will have the opportunity to receive a special ticket offer for a future Ducks game. This exclusive deal will be available by phone only at 631-940-TIXX. Tickets for the game and all Ducks home games, regular season and postseason, are available by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or visiting liducks.com. 2-2 is the count to Nick Schumpert. First time through the order, 9 batters faced, 4 first pitch strikes from Scott Harkin. Schumpert has run the count full. Scott Harkin is 6'2", 215 pounds, 30 years old, from Walnut Creek, California. This is his 5th professional season overall. He's peaked at the AAA level. Payoff pitch is fouled back. Harkin entering this start, having pitched 28 innings for the Ducks, allowing just 6 runs on 22 hits. 7 walks, 16 strikeouts, now 1 hit batsman, and 2 home runs surrendered. Harkin hit Anthony Perrone on the helmet with 2 out in the second, but Peroni was stranded at second base after he went there by way of a balk. And then Cleo Luis Rondon lined out to right field to end the inning. Shumpert goes down on the fastball from Scott Harkin. And that is 2 punch-outs thus far for the Ducks right-hander. The Barnstormers go back to the top of the order, and Caleb Gindel drew a walk his first time up. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Scott Harkin in his last start earned the win as the Ducks beat the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 4-2 on Wednesday night at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Harkin allowed just 1 run on 5 hits in 6 innings pitched, walking and striking out 2. He threw 87 pitches in the outing, 58 of which were strikes, a 67% success ratio. He's behind 3-0 to Caleb Gindel. Melvin Mercedes waiting on deck. Scott Harkin returns to the Ducks after pitching 3 games, 2 starts with Toros de Tijuana of the Mexican League. In Mexico, he went 3-0 with a 2.65 earned run average in 3 starts during July. 3-0 pitch inside as it goes all the way to the backstop. And for the second time in his many plate appearances, Caleb Gindel draws a walk against Scott Harkin.
Second baseman Melvin Mercedes.
Melvin Mercedes singled his first time up. Lone hit thus far for the Barnstormers against Scott Harkin. First pitch is taken for a called strike 1 at the knees. I have to correct myself. Scott Harkin went 3-0 with a 2.65 ERA in 3 starts with the Ducks all in the month of July before Tijuana purchased his contract on July 22nd. Harkin was the 11th Long Island Ducks player to have his contract purchased by an MLB organization or foreign professional league in 2021. So think about that. The Ducks have the best record in the Atlantic League, and 11 players have had their contracts purchased, which is a testament to General Manager and President Mike Pfaff. Everyone in the Ducks organization is happy to see the players that started out with the team having their contracts purchased. But it is a challenge to replace them, and Mike Pfaff has done a great job doing so. And he's very happy to bring Scott Harkin back after that stint in the Mexican League. Count is even at 2-2 to Melvin Mercedes. Infield at double play depth. The outfield is straight away against Mercedes. Grounded to second. Lombardozzi has it. He goes to second for 1. Frias on to first. Double play. Side retired. For the second time in this ball game, Scott Harkin induces a double play. This one goes Steve Lombardozzi to Vladimir Frias to Davidson Romero, 4-6-3. And that allows the right-hander to face the minimum here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. For Lancaster, no runs, no hits, a walk, and with the twin killing, nobody left on base. We move to the top of the 4th here in game number 2 of our 7-inning doubleheader, with Long Island leading Lancaster by the score of 3-0.
Hey fan, this is pitcher Anderson De Leon, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Remember what life used to be like? Before the virus, before the isolation. Remember the sights, the sounds, and those incredible smells? Remember when you didn't have to be 6 feet apart and there were reasons to celebrate? Remember what that felt like? It's time to make new memories to remember. Welcome back. Get tickets at liducks.com. liducks.com.
Follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. The Ducks set a franchise record in game number 1, launching 7 home runs, giving them 94 on the season, so they're 6 away from the magic number of 100. As Jesse Berardi steps in to lead off the top of the 4th. And the first pitch from Brent Teller is waved at and missed. Berardi will be followed by Johnny Turbo and Vladimir Frias. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Jesse grounded out to his opposite number, and Nick Shumpert at third base, his first time up. It's behind in the count here, 0-2. Jesse is playing in game number 71, hitting .249 with 7 home runs and 28 runs batted in. Brent Teller in 3+ innings so far has allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. No walks, 1 strikeout, and a wild pitch. 0-2 to Berardi. Pop foul behind home. Peroni gives a look, but it'll land in the crowd. Since their inaugural season of 2000, the Long Island Ducks have welcomed an Atlantic League record 8,255,953 fans through the gates of Fairfield Properties Ballpark. That is a staggering number, and it is a testament to you, the faithful fans of the flock. Berardi goes down swinging on the curveball. That's the second strikeout on the evening.
Taking care of section 20.
For Brent Teller.
You will be the winners. Congratulations.
So 1 out and nobody on for Johnny Turbo, who singled, stole his team-leading 25th base, and scored her on his first time up. Turbo now 4 for 5 in this doubleheader, with 2 stolen bases, 4 runs scored, and a franchise record-hitting solo home run, the 7th in game number 1. The most by a Ducks team in a single ball game, surpassing the 6th hit by the Ducks 10 years ago, back on July 31st, 2011 versus the Road Warriors. 1-1 to Johnny Turbo. And the calendar says LAN on it, home or away. Johnny Turbo is a happy man. Entering the doubleheader today, prior to having gone now 4 for 5, Turbo was hitting .370 in 15 games. Played versus the Barnstormers. So with his 4 for 5 thus far, that number will go up even higher. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Ducks have hosted a league record 691 sellout crowds all time and have led the Atlantic League in attendance 14 times. Turbo goes down swinging. That's now 3 consecutive strikeouts for Brent Teller.
Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
2 men away, and now it's back to the top of the order, and Vladimir Frias, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 18 batters faced by Brent Teller, 10 first pitch strikes. First pitch to Vladdy is a curveball that misses for ball one. Frias with the walk in his opening turn at the plate to kick off the Nightcap. Extends his on-base streak now to 16 consecutive games. He has an 11-game hitting streak that he's looking to continue here in the Nightcap. But he wasted no time making it 16 straight games on base. 1-1 pitch misses high, 2-1. The longest on-base streak this season by a Ducks player is 25, and that has happened by both Vladimir Frias and LJ Mazzilli. LJ had his 25-game on-base streak from June 20th to July 20th. One full calendar month. The same for Vladimir Frias, a full calendar month from July 17th to August 17th. Swing and a miss. Strike three, side retired. Brent Teller is starting to find his groove as he has now struck out the side and erased 4 consecutive batters by way of the punch-out. Teller has his first 1-2-3 inning of the evening, nothing across for the Ducks. We've reached the midway point of game number 2 after 3.5 innings of play. The score remains Long Island 3 and Lancaster nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The other day, my husband Jason was searching for something to watch on TV, and he said, "Baby, I want to take off." And I said, "Me too. Cancun?" And he said, "No, I mean our life. Get to the next level." So we called First National Bank of Long Island. Now we're going places.
With access to local decision makers who are known for highly personalized service, First National is the bank that always puts you first. Newsweek named us the best small bank in New York State. Let's connect at FNBLI.com. First National. Go first. Go far. First National Bank of Long Island. Member FDIC.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
2 double plays behind Scott Harkin has enabled the right-hander to fire 3 scoreless innings thus far in our Nightcap, a 7-inning affair. The Ducks took the opening game of this twin bill 14-1 also in 7 innings, so they're looking for a sweep of the doubleheader and the series. Here in game 2, Alejandro De Aza leads off as the Barnstormers send the heart of the order up, and Harkin's first pitch misses inside for ball 1. De Aza will be followed by Blake Galen and Kelly Dugan. De Aza bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. De Aza shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a fastball on the inner half for a called strike, leveling the count at 1-1. Scott Harkin began his career by pitching in the Milwaukee Brewers organization. In 2013, he made 13 appearances with the rookie-level Arizona League affiliate after being signed by the club. 84-mile-per-hour fastball there is taken at the knees for a called strike, and it's 1-2 to De Aza. Harkin compiled a 2-0 record with a 1.08 earned run average, 4 saves at 18 strikeouts to 8 walks on 11 hits over 16 2/3 innings. However, he was released in March of 2014. Harkin was originally signed by the Milwaukee Brewers as an amateur free agent on June 20th, 2013. He graduated from Casa Grande High School in Petaluma, California, where he was a 3-year varsity letter winner. 2-2 to De Aza. He batted .386 as a senior while also posting a 0.68 earned run average as a pitcher that year. Very, very impressive. The 2-2. Late swing foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harkin went on to play collegiate baseball at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles and Sonoma State University in Rohnert Park, California. He combined to go 3-5 with a 3.88 earned run average and 1 save over 34 appearances in the Frontier League during the 2015 season. Again, the 2-2 to De Aza. Breaking ball fouled out of play.
Attention please, the winner of the NFL Eagles raffle today is Carol Liebfried, I believe it is, of Linnitz.
Harkin posted a 4-3 record with a 5.03 earned run average over 16 starts in the Pacific Association during the 2018 season. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Harkin blows the 88-mile-per-hour fastball by De Aza for his 3rd strikeout on the night. Blake Galen bounced into an inning-ending 6-6-3 double play back in the 1st, one of 2 twin killings behind Scott Harkin. 2019 Ducks pitchers Travis Banwart, Josh Lukey, and Bennett Hari also pitched for Pericos de Puebla in addition to Harkin during the 2019 season. Galen, it's a high fly ball to deep right field. If it's fair, it's gone, and that ball is out of here. Blake Galen gets the Barnstormers on the board with a solo home run here in the 4th, and the Ducks lead is now trimmed to 2. It's 3-1 in favor of the Flock. The only question was fair or foul. And it was a fair ball indicated by first base umpire Nicholas Mull.
Aboard the historic Strasburg Railroad.
And for Blake Galen, that is his 16th home run of the season. And RBI number 62 as well. So after giving up the home run, Harkin falls behind 2-0 to Kelly Dugan, who flied out to left field his first time up. 2-0 pitch is grounded in the hole. Diving stop by Berardi. Throws to first. Not in time. A terrific play by Jesse Berardi as he goes to his left, makes the diving stop, and then throws to first, but Dugan was able to leg it out, safe by a step, as he is on board with an infield single. Terrific defensive play by Jesse Berardi. But just too much speed on the part of Kelly Dugan. From the naked eye, it really looked like Dugan was out at first, but no dice, says Nicholas Mull. So that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Devon Torrance, who struck out swinging his first time up as he takes a curveball at the knees for a called strike 1. A home run for Galen was the 3rd that Harkin has surrendered as a member of the Ducks this season. Line down the right field line, and that is a fair ball as it will go all the way into the corner. Dugan will go first to 3rd. Torrance sliding into 2nd, arriving there safely with a double. And the Barnstormers will get the tying run into scoring position with only one man down, as Torrance has the 3rd consecutive hit following the strikeout of De Aza against Scott Harkin. Torrance, that is his second double of the season. That'll bring up Anthony Perrone, who was hit by a pitch on the helmet his first time up. As he takes ball one in the dirt from Scott Harkin. 3 consecutive hits. 2 of the extra base hit variety, a home run, an infield single, and a double. A run is home for the Barnstormers. They have the tying run at second with 1 down. 1-0 fastball is taken belt high for a called strike, evening the count at 1-1. Harkin fires a curveball in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Long Island Ducks take on the York Revolution in the middle game of a 3-game series on Saturday, September 18th at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. Game time is slated for 6:35 p.m. with the ballpark gates opening at 5:35, 5:20 for full season ticket holders. The first 1,500 fans in attendance will receive Ducks refrigerator clips courtesy of St. John the Baptist Diocesan High School. 2-2 to Perrone. Following the game, all fans in attendance will be treated to a fireworks spectacular presented by Tap Electric, Forte Construction, and BR Construction Group. It's also a Lucky Seat Saturday presented by Long Island MacArthur Airport. During the Ducks game, Long Island will be selecting a lucky fan in the ballpark who will win a free trip from Islip to Nashville, Tennessee. 2-2 pitch is foul to the screen. To be eligible for the prize, please sign up prior to the end of the 3rd inning at the Ducks ticket kiosk on the main concourse. The winner is scheduled to be announced in the 6th inning. Tickets to the game and all Ducks home games are available by visiting the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or visiting liducks.com. Harkin's 2-2 to Perrone. It's a curveball that just misses low, full count. Cleo Luis Rondon waits on deck for Lancaster. Payoff pitch is inside, and that will load the bases. Following a strikeout to begin the 4th inning, 4 consecutive batters have reached. And that puts the go-ahead run at first base. Still only 1 away for Cleo Luis Rondon, and Darren Downs, the pitching coach for the Long Island Ducks and winner in game number 1 of the doubleheader. After tallying his first complete game of the season, goes out and has a chat with Scott Harkin, along with Scott's battery mate Sal Giardina. Rondon lined out sharply to Lou Ford in right field his first time up. Lou Ford making his first start in right field here in 2021. Harkin in some hot water. He would love to have another double play turned behind him. The Ducks have already tallied a pair of twin killings with Harkin on the mound. Dugan the runner at third, Torrance in second, Perrone at first. Bases loaded with Barnstormers. A run is in courtesy of a Blake Galen solo home run to right. 3-1 is the score. Ducks leading by a pair. First pitch is a curveball, beautifully thrown 12-6, taken at the knees for a called strike 1. The 0-1. Pops foul out of play, advantage Harkin, as the count is now 0-2 to Cleo Luis Rondon. Scott Harkin pitched in the Mexican Winter League with Cañeros de los Moquis 2019 to 2020, and in the Dominican Winter League with Gigantes del Cibao in 2020 and 2021. I'm sure I butchered both of those names. Tried my best. But that's the resume on Scott Harkin. 2-2 is the count. 1-2, I should say, to Cleo Luis Rondon. Harkin is making his second career start versus Lancaster. The last back on September the 3rd, as we mentioned. 5 scoreless innings on 2 hits allowed, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Rounded to the left side, knocked down by Berardi. He goes to second for 1, and that's going to be it as a run comes in to score. But that's a great defensive play by Jesse Berardi. Coming down from the line at third is Dugan. Advancing to third with a tying run is Torrance. The fielder's choice goes 5-4. And we have a 1-run ball game. It's 3-2 now in favor of Long Island. Berardi has shown good range in this game. Rondon collects RBI number 43. Scott Harkin fires strike 1 to Nick Shumpert. A strikeout victim swinging his first time up. Eighteen batters faced 9 first pitch strikes. Runner goes from first, and the pitch is a fly ball down the right field line, giving chase is Lou Ford. It's hooking foul. That ball had home run distance with the short porch in left. And now Harkin is ahead on the count, 0-2 to Nick Shumpert. Shumpert is playing in game number 67, hitting .214 with 1 home run and 21 runs batted in. It is just 300 feet from home plate to right field. Picnic area above. Again, the runner goes from first, and the pitch is chopped to short. Charging it is Frias. Fields fires to first. In time, side retired. So the speedy Shumpert is erased by a step as Harkin makes the big pitch to keep the Ducks in the lead, but Lancaster gets on the board for the first time tonight against the right-hander as the Barnstormers tally 2 runs on 3 hits. And there were 2 big runners left on base. We move to the top of the 5th here in game number 2. And the score is now the Long Island Ducks 3 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 2.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
It's time for the back end of today's single admission doubleheader 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole.
To help them plan for and
We move to the top half of inning number 5. The Ducks leading the Barnstormers 3-2. Steve Lombardozzi will lead off for the flock. He'll be followed by Lou Ford and L.J. Mazzilli, 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Lombardozzi continues to be a hitting machine, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Now 5 hits in this doubleheader. First pitch is a hot smash to the right side, backhanded by Kelly Dugan, and he underhands it to the pitcher covering in Brent Teller for the 3-1 putout. 1 pitch and 1 out. Nice defensive play by Kelly Dugan to start the 5th. In steps Lou Ford. Lou has grounded out twice and driven in a run. Now 22 RBIs on the season. First pitch to Lou. It's a breaking ball that misses down low for ball 1. Lou Ford, who is in his 11th year with the flock, beginning his career in 2009 and then coming back in 2011 to the present, has now recorded 950 hits in 794 games played with the Ducks. That leaves the former big leaguer just 13 hits shy of tying Ray Navarrete. Line down the left field line foul, and it's 1-2. The Ducks' all-time hits record of 963. Ray Navarrete played for the flock from 2006 to 2013. And our second trivia question focuses on Ducks franchise records. As we continue with the theme after the Ducks hit a franchise record 7 home runs in game number 1. Our nightcap question asks you, the fans, what is the Long Island Ducks franchise record for most runs in a single ball game? Grounds up the middle to his left. Rondon has it, fields, and fires the first in the dirt, scooped out by Kelly Dugan. And Ford is erased on the 6-3 putout. So 2 good defensive plays behind Brent Teller here in the 5th. The first by Kelly Dugan and the latter by Cleo Luis Rondon. 2 out and nobody on for L.J. Mazzilli, who is grounded to second and fly to right. What is the Long Island Ducks franchise record for most runs in a single ball game? That's your Game 2 trivia question. What is the Long Island Ducks franchise record for most runs scored in a single ball game? 1-0 pitch is taken on the inner half right, called strike 1. I'll give you a hint. It happened 3 years ago on May 4th, 2018 at what was then Bethpage Ballpark, now Fairfield Properties Ballpark, the home of your Long Island Ducks. What is the Long Island Ducks franchise record for runs scored in a single ball game? 1-2 is the count to L.J. Mazzilli. 2 out and nobody on here in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning game with Long Island leading 3-2. Rounded to second, sliding over is Melvin Mercedes, and he throws the first. Side retired.
Time now to turn your attention to the left
That's
field.
8 in a row erased by Brent Teller, as he has his second consecutive 1-2-3 frame.
How do you feel about being in
The right-hander has now erased 10 of the last 11 batters he's faced. The Ducks go in order in the 5th. After 4.5 innings of play, Long Island still leads it by the score of 3-2.
Hey fans, this is infielder Steve Lombardozzi, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island wants you to know how to save energy and money in your home. Did you know energy efficient appliances can use up to 25% less energy? Here's how to save. PSEG Long Island offers money saving rebates when you purchase Energy Star appliances. Discover how a little energy efficiency know-how can mean savings in your home. Find more energy efficiency tips, tools, and money saving rebates at psegLINY.com/save money.
Want an awesome birthday without all the hassle? Book your Kona Ice birthday party with the Ducks today. 2 brand new packages are now available, including our exclusive game room suite. Along with enjoying an exciting Ducks game, your birthday child and his or her friends will have a blast playing video games on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 in their very own private luxury suite. Plus, they'll be treated to food, beverages, snacks, and much more. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, the party of a lifetime.
Wally Backman makes a double switch as the skipper for the flock goes to his bullpen for the first time here in game number 2. Dylan Pfeiffer comes on in relief of Scott Harkin. So Harkin finishes his start on the mound, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits in 4 innings pitched, walking and striking out 3, 1 home run surrendered, and 2 double plays turned behind him. Harkin also committed a balk and hit 1 batter. Harkin threw 70 pitches, 39 for strikes, 18 batters faced, and 9 first pitch strikes overall. So Pfeiffer, the first man out of the pen, and first pitch swinging. Caleb Gindel grounds it to third. Jesse Berardi does a nice job staying with the ball.
Second baseman Melvin Mercedes
Fielded it cleanly and firing across the diamond in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. As Caleb Gindel is retired for the first time in our nightcap, he had drawn a pair of walks prior to that ground out to third base. So a good start for Pfeiffer. As he erases Gindel, and now Melvin Mercedes will step in, 1 for 2. First pitch fastball at 89 miles per hour misses outside for ball 1. Pfeiffer's 1-0 misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. Lou Ford is out of the ball game, replaced in right field by Ramon Flores. 2-1 to Mercedes. And the 2-1 pitch misses down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Pfeiffer's 3-1. As a fly ball to left field. Moving over to his right is Johnny Turbo. He's under it, and he makes the catch. 2 men away.
Defensively for the Ducks, Ramon Flores is now playing right field. Pitcher spot is 3rd spot in the order for the Ducks.
Alejandro De Asa is 0 for 2. He's bounced into a fielder's choice and struck out swinging. Dylan Pfeiffer is making his 11th appearance, all in relief, 0-1, with a minuscule 0.66 earned run average. Terrific numbers so far for the right-hander. 89 mile per hour fastball misses high to De Asa for ball 1. Pfeiffer enters this outing, allowing 3 runs, just 1 earned in 13 2/3 innings on 8 hits, 8 walks, and 12 strikeouts. A 178 batting average against. Dylan Pfeiffer, 6'4", 190 pounds. 23 years old, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, not that far from Clipper Magazine Stadium here in Lancaster. 2-1 to De Asa. Pfeiffer last pitched for Williamsport in the MLB Draft League. The 2-1, taken for a called strike, and that levels the count at 2-2. Pfeiffer last pitched on Tuesday, the series opener versus Southern Maryland at Fairfield Properties Ballpark. 2 scoreless innings on just 2 hits allowed and 1 strikeout, 28 pitches, 15 strikes. Pfeiffer kicks and fires the 2-2 to De Aza. And it's looped into shallow left field. On comes Turbo, and he can't make the play as it gets behind him. Rounding first and heading to second with a stand-up double is Alejandro De Aza. A valiant effort on the part of Johnny Turbo, but he can't make the diving catch, and the gamble does not pay off as the tying run in at De Aza moves up into scoring position at second base. For De Aza, it is his second double in this twin pill and 25th on the season. That was a sinking line drive, and Turbo did all he could to try to corral it, but to no avail. And now it's a dangerous Blake Galen who steps in, 1 for 2 with a solo home run. He's also mounted to a double play. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Pfeiffer's last 3 relief appearances entering tonight have resulted in 4 scoreless innings on just 3 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. De Aza dancing off of second. The 0-1 pitch is bounced in the dirt, knocked down nicely by Giardina as Pfeiffer falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. First base is open, and you wonder if that is part of the selective process in terms of the approach for Pfeiffer against Galen. But a pretty good left-hander in Kelly Dugan waits on deck. The 2-0. Upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. Pfeiffer is in his first season in the Atlantic League. I mentioned he began 2021 in the MLB Draft League with the Williamsport Crosscutters, going 1-0 with a 1.46 earned run average and 1 save in 7 appearances. He pitched 5 seasons at Widener University in Chester, Pennsylvania, taking advantage of the extra season allowed during the COVID-19 pandemic, going 15-10 with a 3.65 ERA and 1 save in 46 games and 31 starts. The 3-0. Breaking ball is in at the knees for a called strike, and it's 3-1. So it appears, based on that pitch, that Pfeiffer is going right after Galen in this at bat. De Aza, a 2-out double, is the tying run at second. The lead run is at the plate into Blake Galen. He has the hitter's count at 3-1. Pfeiffer's pitch is fouled back. So after falling behind at 3-0, Pfeiffer has come back to work the count full. You have to love this approach. Pfeiffer just saying, come and get it. Facing tough customer in Galen. The payoff pitch is a breaking ball that rides high, and Galen is on board with the walk.
And it's presented by Jack Williams Tire and Auto.
That's 4 walks now issued by Ducks pitchers.
First baseman Kelly Dugan.
Kelly Dugan will get a turn against Pfeiffer. Dugan is 1 for 2 with an infield single and a run scored. Pfeiffer was very selective in his pitch plan against Blake Galen. First pitch to Dugan is grounded to third off the glove of Jesse Berardi. It's kept on the infield by Vladimir Frias, and that saves a run. De Aza has to hold at third. Galen advances to second. Kelly Dugan has his second infield single in as many plate appearances. And the Barnstormers have the bases loaded for Devon Torrance. Darren Downs will go out and have a discussion with Dylan Pfeiffer. Jesse Berardi did everything he could to knock that baseball down, and by doing so, he was able to keep it on the infield. Heads-up play by Vladimir Frias as it ricocheted right to him. And for the time being, the Ducks stay out in front as Devon Torrance steps in, 1 for 2 with a double. So put want that at bat in the memory bank should Long Island be able to hang on to the lead here in this bottom half of the fifth. A tough customer up here in Torrance versus Pfeiffer. First pitch misses down low for ball one. All of the action happening with 2 out and nobody on. A double, a walk, and an infield single. The As are the tying run at third, Galen the lead run at second. Dugan over at first. 1 out. Taken for a called strike. An 89-mile-per-hour fastball from Dylan Pfeiffer levels the count at 1-1. Pfeiffer working from the first base side of the rubber sets at the belt. The 1-1 to Torrance is a tapper back to the mound. Pfeiffer's got it. He underhands the first, side retired. Dylan Pfeiffer gets the job done as he keeps the Ducks in the lead, making the big pitch against Torrance here in the fifth. For Lancaster, no runs on 2 hits. There was a walk, and the Barnstormers leave the bases loaded. We move to the top half of the 6th inning here in game number 2, with Long Island out in front by the score of 3-2.
Hey fans, this is catcher Juan de la Cruz, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
It's time for the answer to today's Game 2 5th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of Long Island Ducks baseball and baseball as a whole. We continue to focus on franchise records. The Ducks setting a franchise record, hitting 7 home runs in game number 1. So our nightcap question asks you, the fans, what is the Long Island Ducks franchise record for most runs scored in a single ball game? And the correct answer is 27, as the Ducks scored 27 runs in a victory on May the 4th, 2018, back at Bethpage Ballpark versus the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. So the Long Island Ducks franchise record for runs in a ball game is 27. Davidson Romero takes strike 1 on the inside corner from Brent Teller. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the flock, looking for some insurance. Romero will be followed by Sal Giardina and Ramon Flores. Davidson is 1 for 2. He has singled and reached on an error. He hit one of the 7 home runs for the Ducks in game number 1, a grand slam home run, as Long Island collected their 6th grand slam home run of the season and 2nd in this series. Daniel Fields doing the honors on Friday night. Breaking ball was over the head of Romero into the backstop. 1-2 is the count. So the Ducks scored 27 runs in their victory over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at what was then Bethpage Ballpark, now Fairfield Properties Ballpark, the home of the Long Island Ducks, on May 4th, 2018. Ducks hope they can score a bunch of runs when they head to Waldorf for a series beginning on Tuesday night. Romero gets hit by a pitch. Good start for the Ducks here in the 6th. They have a leadoff base runner against Brent Teller. And that will bring up Sal Giardina. That is just the second time in this game that the Ducks have had a leadoff base runner at first since inning number 1. Giardina lines it into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Romero takes a wide turn and holds at second as it's fired in by Torrance. Sal Giardina is 2 for 3. And the Ducks have something cooking against Brent Teller here in the 6th. Runners at first and second, and nobody out for Ramon Flores. Giardina wasting no time there, going after the first pitch fastball from Brent Teller. Ross Peoples, the manager for the Lancaster Barnstormers, going out to talk to Teller. Wonder how much Teller has left in the tank. Teller has thrown 84 pitches, 56 for strikes. In game number 1 of the doubleheader, Dominic DiSabatino threw 111 pitches. In last night's victory for the Flock, a 6-2 final, Augie Silk threw a ridiculous 143 pitches overall. That is insane. In steps Ramon Flores, who's 0 for 2. He lines the first pitch into shallow center field, and making the running catch on the backhand is Torrance for out number 1. Torrance got a good jump on the baseball and was able to track it down to erase Flores. So now 1 away. Romero at second and Giardina at first for Jesse Berardi, who was 0 for 2. Grounded out to third and struck out swinging. Berardi has good numbers against Lancaster this season. 10 for 37 with 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 9 RBIs. First pitch curveball misses outside for ball 1. The Ducks entered this twin bill hitting .294 with runners in scoring position. 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away from Peroni, and both runners will move up. So the second wild pitch in the ballgame thrown by Brent Teller puts 2 in scoring position as Romero advances to third and Giardina up to second base. So with 6 offensive outs remaining, trailing 3-2, the Barnstormers are forced to bring the infield in. The count 2-0 to Jesse Berardi. A golden opportunity here for the Ducks. 2-0 pitch is fouled out of play. Jesse Berardi is in his first season in the Atlantic League. He was a Long Island Ducks spring training invitee. A native of Comac, New York, he attended Comac High School and St. John's University. 2-1 in the dirt, 3 balls and 1 strike. Now first base is open, and that's a good take by Berardi. Teller bounces a curveball in front of home, and Jesse did not bite. If Teller prefers to pitch around Berardi, Johnny Turbo, the number 9 hitter, waits on deck, and it would allow the Barnstormers an opportunity to maybe play their infield back at double play depth, but Turbo has so much speed. It'd be tough to turn to against Johnny. 3-1 to Berardi is pulled foul. So a very big at bat in this ball game as the Ducks looking for some insurance. Teller gets a sign from Baroni, works from the third base side of the rubber. The payoff pitch to Berardi is a curveball that misses ball 4, and that will load the bases. Fans, that was another First National Bank of LI walk to first. Go first, go far. So there's 3 ducks on the pond for Johnny Turbo. Ross Peoples makes the slow walk out to the mound, and we are going to have a pitching change here in Lancaster. It's actually a double switch that will take place as Peoples makes the indication to home plate umpire Bill Gruder. So we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll let you know who's coming on in relief for the Barnstormers. The Ducks are threatening here in the 6th. They have the bases loaded and 1 out, leading by the score of 3-2.
Hey fans, this is manager Wally Backman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Last night I told my husband, baby, I'm ready to grow. And he said, are we having a baby? I said, no, but I do want to expand our business. So First National Bank of Long Island really delivered.
At First National, we offer competitive rates in the financing you need and access to expert local lenders. We also underwrite and service every loan. Let's connect at fnbli.com. First National. Go first. Go far. The First National Bank of Long Island, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender, equal housing lender. Loan subject to credit approval.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolot Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Leading 3-2 here in the top half of the 6th inning. The Ducks looking for more as Johnny Turbo steps in. Long Island has 3 ducks on the pond. Davidson Romero at third, Sal Giardina at second, and Jesse Berardi over at first. Because of the speed of Turbo, the Barnstormers will play in at the corners. The middle infielders are back at double play depth. Turbo is 1 for 2. He has singled, stolen a base, and scored a run. He takes the first pitch for ball 1. No announcement on who the new pitcher is for the Barnstormers. It's very difficult to read the jerseys based on their red, white, and blue uniforms this afternoon. Foul tipped into the glove of Peroni. And the count is even at a ball and a strike to Johnny Turbo. Barnstormers did make a double switch. We'll try to find out who the new pitcher is and what the change is as well. Turbo, it's a fly ball to shallow right. Backpedaling is the first baseman, Kelly Dugan. It's an infield fly as the catch is made for the second out. Now it'll be left up to Vladimir Frias. Try and keep the inning alive for the Ducks. Ryan Eads is on in relief of Brent Teller. Vladdy's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Eads' first pitch is a fastball taken belt high for a called strike one. Alejandro De Aza remains in the game in center field. So Devon Torrance is out on the double switch. A 1 to Frias is cut on and missed. 0-2 the count. The Long Island Ducks leadoff batter. Eads has inherited a bases-loaded pickle, but induced Johnny Turbo to pop into the infield fly, and now ahead 0-2 to Frias. Trying to keep the deficit at 1 run for the Barnstormers. The 0-2. Fastball misses outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eads is making his 5th appearance, all in relief. So far, 4 1/3 scoreless innings on 2 hits. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, a 133 batting average against. A late swing foul by Frias, and we'll do it again in a ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Eads is 6'2", 210 pounds, 29 years old. From Slidell, Louisiana. He has spent time at the big league level. Pitched for the Sugarland Skeeters prior to his tenure here with the Lancaster Barnstormers. That was in the 2021 season. The Skeeters, a former member of the Atlantic League, now the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros. One and 2 is the count to Vladimir Frias. Bases loaded with Ducks. Here in the 6th inning of Game 2 with Long Island leading 3-2. Frias hits a fly ball down the left field line out of play. So Vladdy wasting a couple of fastballs thrown by Ryan Eads. Vladimir with the leadoff walk to begin game number 2 has extended his on-base streak to 16 straight games. We're still looking for a hit in the Nightcap. He has an 11-game hitting streak. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. The first time is called and granted to Vladimir Frias. Ducks have action in their bullpen down the left field line. Dylan Pfeiffer, the first man on in relief of Scott Harkin. Pitch number 7 is on its way from Eads to Frias. And another foul ball. This has been the calling card for the Long Island Ducks, not only in this series, but all season long. They do not strike out very often. And are a very patient team at the plate. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Frias pulls it foul. This is turning into an epic battle between Vladimir Frias and Ryan Eads. Five consecutive foul balls after the count was 1-2 to Vladimir Frias. So now pitch number 9. Frias goes down swinging with the fastball. Side retired. Eads picks up 2 big outs and is able to keep the Ducks off of the scoreboard in the top of the 6th. For Long Island, no runs on 1 hit. There was a walk a hit batsman, and the Ducks left the bases loaded. We move to the bottom half of inning number 6 here in game number 2. With the Ducks out in front by the score of 3-2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pave your way. Pave your way.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Mike Moore coming to you live from Clipper Magazine Stadium here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We thank you so much for tuning into Ducks Baseball tonight across the globe on liducks.com, on youtube.com/ducksbaseball, and Facebook Live, making us a part of your Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening entertainment. Dylan Pfeiffer out on the mound for his second inning of relief. And the first pitch thrown to Anthony Perrone. He's taken belt high for a called strike one. Bottom third of the order for the Barnstormers. They trail by a run. Perrone will be followed by Cleo, Luis Rondon, and Nick Shumpert. One breaking ball misses outside. Perrone has reached base in both plate appearances. He was hit by a pitch thrown by Scott Harkin back in the second and drew a walk in the fourth. 1-1. And it's grounded to second. Fielded on a couple of hops by Lombardozzi. And he throws to first to erase Perrone. You can hear the contingent of Dylan Pfeiffer fans cheering on the Ducks right-hander. I mentioned that Dylan is from Allentown, Pennsylvania. And many family and friends have made the short trip here to Lancaster to root on the young Ducks right-hander. Cleo Luis Rondon is 0 for 2 with a run batted in. He shows bunt. It takes an 88-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle for a called strike one. Rondon bounced into a fielder's choice his last time up against Scott Harkin in the fourth, giving him 43 runs batted in on that ground ball. Again, Rondon shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a 90-mile-per-hour fastball on the inner half for a called strike two. Pfeiffer kicks and fires the 0-2. Breaking ball just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lexington has defeated Gastonia. 12-7 was the final at Lexington Legends Ballpark. Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It will go all the way into the corner. Picked out by Flores. Rondon has good speed. Turns second and holds with a 1-out double. Tying run is in scoring position with 1 man down for Nick Shumpert. As Rondon tallies his 17th double here in 2021. Nick Shumpert is 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging and it rounded out to short. The Barnstormers in the Nightcap with runners in scoring position are 1 for 7. First pitch to Shumpert is in the dirt, scooped out nicely on the backhand by Giardina. 1 ball and no strikes. Lancaster in the opening game went 0 for 6 with men in scoring position. So now in this doubleheader, just 1 for 13. But 1 big hit could get them even. A long ball would give them the lead. 1-0 fastball swung on and missed. 89 miles per hour, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Pfeiffer is really bringing it in this relief outing. Coming on for Scott Harkin. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. Harkin allowed 2 runs on 4 hits in 4 innings pitched, walking and striking out 3. 1 hit batsman, 2 double plays turned behind him. 18 batters faced, 9 first pitch strikes. Harkin. Check swing. Did he go? No, says base umpire Nicholas Mull. And Shumpert gets even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Fouled over our head, out of play. Harkin also committed a balk through 70 pitches, 39 for strikes. Even in a 7-inning game, you have to go the minimum 5 innings pitched to qualify for the victory, so it'll be a no decision for Harkin. 2-2. Just misses up high, full count. So if Pfeiffer can keep the Ducks in the lead, he would be in line for the victory. The payoff pitch. Shumpert pops it up to the right side of the infield, right along the first base bag. Davidson Romero makes the catch, and that is a big second out for Dylan Pfeiffer here in the 6th. Darren Downs making the walk out to the pitcher's mound to have a discussion with Dylan Pfeiffer. Caleb Gindle is the batter. Gindle in 3 plate appearances is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. Caleb Gindle leads the Atlantic League in home runs with 29. Runs scored with 89. All over the offensive leaderboard in the Atlantic League. First in total bases with 214. 5th in walks now with 59. 4th in runs batted in with 76. 1st in extra base hits at 51. A dangerous, dangerous man at the plate. First pitch inside for ball 1. Very similar situation that we have seen throughout the course of this game now in terms of the pitch selection for Pfeiffer. First base is open. Melvin Mercedes, the switch hitter, waits on deck. 1-0 to Gindle. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. With Alejandro De Aza at second base in the 5th inning. Pfeiffer pitched around Blake Galen. And went after Kelly Dugan, who reached on an infield single, but then Devon Torrance hit a comebacker to Pfeiffer. And the Barnstormers left the bases loaded. Pfeiffer's behind 2-0 to Gindel. Fastball misses away, 3 balls and no strikes. And it appears here that Pfeiffer will now intentionally walk Caleb Gindel, the 3rd walk for Gindel in 4 plate appearances here in this game.
Mercedes.
That's the 2nd free pass surrendered by Pfeiffer and the 5th overall, given up by the Ducks in the Nightcap. Scott Harkin issued 3 walks. So the go-ahead run is aboard at first now for Melvin Mercedes, who is 1 for 3. Pfeiffer looks back at the tying run at second. Fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1 to Mercedes. Rondon is the tying run at second base. Gindel the go-ahead run at first. 2 out of the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Long Island. This is a 7-inning nightcap of our single admission doubleheader. The Ducks took the first game 14-1. Breaking ball misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. In his last 3 relief appearances, Pfeiffer has thrown a total of 62 pitches. 1-1 is a ground ball to second, fielded by Lombardozzi. The throw to first, side retired. Again, Dylan Pfeiffer gets the job done as he induces Mercedes to bounce into the tapper to his opposite number in Steve Lombardozzi.
We are pleased to join Lancaster
For Lancaster, in the bottom of the 6th, no runs. 1 hit, an intentional walk, and 2 big runners left on base. Let's take this game to the top half of the 7th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, with Long Island out in front by the score of 3-2.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
When we see Long Island, we see you. Because at Catholic Health, we know that it's your remarkable lives that breathe life into our island. So at every Catholic Health hospital, practice, and care facility, we're able to provide the highest quality, most innovative care for your body, because our culture cherishes your humanity. Long live Long Island.
Take your group out to the game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, or put on a pregame performance. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, the 2021 season of Ducks baseball is presented by Catholic Health. With a talented roster full of Major League experience and exciting promotions every game, you won't want to miss a second of the action as the Ducks get back to fun in 21. Tickets are now on sale for all Ducks home games at the Fairfield Properties Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or by calling 631-940-TIXX. Catholic Health, long live Long Island. The Ducks lead by a run. 3-2 is the score as they look for some insurance here at the top of the 7th. Ryan Eads in his 2nd inning of relief fires ball 1 to Steve Lombardozzi. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the flock. Lombardozzi, Daniel Fields, and LJ Mazzilli. Lombardozzi is 2 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Eads 1-1 pitch, misses up high, 2 balls and 1 strike. One pitch is taken for a called strike, and that evens the count at 2-2. Three runs, 6 hits, no errors for Long Island. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Lancaster. 2-2 pitch misses high and outside, full count. Lombardozzi looking to start a rally for the Ducks here into the top of the 7th. Trying to add to a 3-2 lead. The payoff pitch misses, ball 4. Fans, that was another First National Bank of LI walk to first. Go first, go far. Good start for the Flock, as they have an insurance run over at first. Now Daniel Fields will be the pinch hitter.
Well, you got one now. There's that, because I have one left over.
For Dylan Pfeiffer.
Batting for pitcher Dylan Pfeiffer.
Fields
number 29.
Played in the opening game of the Twin Bill and hit one of the franchise record 7 home runs for the Ducks. He also had a single and a sacrifice fly. 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Daniel had a grand slam home run on Friday. This pitch misses high for ball 1. 2 grand slams in this series for the Ducks. Daniel is playing in game number 73, hitting .307 with 12 home runs and 48 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. The Ducks have drawn a pair of walks in the nightcap. One from starting pitcher Brent Teller and now Ryan Eads with the leadoff free pass to Steve Lombardozzi. The 2-0. This is outside, the check swing appeal. Daniel did not go around, says Bill Worthington. So after walking Lombardozzi, Ryan Eads is behind 3-0 to Daniel Fields. And the 3-0 pitch misses for ball 4. Fans, that was another First National Bank of LI walk to first. Go first, go far. Back-to-back walks to start the 7th for the Ducks. And they have runners at first and second for LJ Mazzilli, who's 0 for 3. And now we are going to have a pinch runner at first base for Daniel Fields. It's Joe Iorio coming on for Daniel. Iorio picked up his team-leading 10th victory last night for the Flock, a very good athlete.
Running at first base for the Ducks, number 5.
He will be the trail runner. Fields will get the handshakes in the dugout from his teammates.
All right, good to see you. You take care.
Here's Mazzilli. First pitch curveball is taken for a called strike 1. Fields extends his on-base streak now to 4 consecutive games. The 0-1 is lined into it's actually a one-hop ground ball, hit to Rondon, and he lets the ball drop in front of him wisely.
That is a double play.
He goes to second for 1, and Mercedes on to first. Completes the double play. I lost that ball completely in the sun. So my apologies there. It's a big double play for Eads. Advancing to third is Lombardozzi, but now there's 2 away as that one went 6-4-3. Rondon to Mercedes to Dugan. And now it's left up to Davidson at Romero to keep the inning alive for the Ducks. Romero is 1 for 2. He's singled, reshot an error, been hit by a pitch. First pitch is fouled out of play. The sun is setting along the left field line. It's really, really difficult from where we are here in the press box to get a look at the baseball. I thought that ball may have been ticketed for left field. But Rondon, instead of catching it on the pop-up, fielded it on one hop. Line to third, it's off the glove of Schumpert. A fair ball and a run will score. Lombardozzi comes down the line from third, and the Ducks get a huge insurance run here in the 7th and have doubled their lead. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Flock. That was a screaming line drive to Schumpert. He may have been battling the sun a little there as well. It's an error charge to Nick Schumpert. No RBI for Romero. He reaches base for the second time by way of an error committed by the Barnstormers. Sal Giardina takes ball 1 low from Eads. That's a huge insurance run for the Flock. Now leading 4-2. Giardina is 2 for 4. 2 for 3, I should say, with a pair of singles. Giardina pulls it to right past the dive of Dugan. Going first to third is Romero. Holding it first with his 3rd hit of the game is Sal Giardina. And the Ducks have runners at the corners with 2 out for Ramon Flores. Giardina pulled it past the dive of Kelly Dugan into right field, easily going first to third. With the play right in front of him was Davidson Romero. So the error committed by Schumpert is his 15th of the season. And now Flores steps in. First pitch is taken for a called strike, 0-1. To Flores, who's 0 for 3. So the Barnstormers have committed their 2nd error. Here in the Nightcap, their 8th error in the series. Flores hits a high fly ball to right center field. Moving under it is Blake Galen, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But not before the Ducks add to their lead here in the top of the 7th, as they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 big error and 2 runners left on base. Last chance for the Barnstormers. We move to the bottom half of the 7th inning in game number 2, with Long Island now leading it by the score of 4-2.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer, has been family-owned and operated since 1957. Their state-of-the-art facility features a spacious showroom with a giant inventory of new, pre-owned, and commercial vehicles. Plus, every vehicle comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Some exclusions apply. And their service department is open from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. with enclosed service drives for your convenience and comfort. Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, is conveniently located off exit 50 on Sunrise Highway or online at SayvilleFord.com.
Remember what life used to be like? Before the virus, before the isolation? Remember the sights, the sounds, and those incredible smells? Remember when you didn't have to be 6 feet apart and there were reasons to celebrate? Remember what that felt like? It's time to make new memories to remember. Welcome back. Get tickets at liducks.com. liducks.com.
Rob Griswold, the closer for the Long Island Ducks, comes on here in relief of Dylan Piper in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Ducks leading Lancaster 4-2. What a job by Dylan Piper. He fires 2 scoreless innings on 3 hits allowed, walking 2, 1 intentionally, 41 pitches, 21 for strikes, 11 batters faced. And now it's Griswold looking to finish this game off for the flock. He'll face the heart of the order in Alejandro De Aza, Blake Galen, and Kelly Dugan. A tall order for Mr. Griswold here in the last of the 7th. De Aza is 1 for 3 with a double. Griswold's first pitch is taken at the knees for a called strike 1. Rob Griswold is making his 23rd relief appearance. He's 4-0 with a 1.90 earned run average. 0-1 is fouled back, and quickly it's 0-2. Griswold a perfect 3 for 3 in save opportunities this season for the Ducks. 0-2 to De Aza. Strike 3 called. Griswold comes out of the bullpen and strikes out De Aza on 3 pitches for the first out here in the last of the 7th. Blake Galen is 1 for 2 with a solo home run and a walk. Griswold in 23 2/3 innings has allowed 5 runs on 14 hits, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts, a 173 batting average against, and 2 home runs allowed. Fires strike 1 to Blake Galen. 1 pitch misses away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Rob Griswold is 6'1", 185 pounds, 23 years old, from Milford, Connecticut. Last pitch for Trenton in the MLB Draft League. 88-mile-per-hour fastball just misses, 2-1 to Blake Galen. Barnstormers need 1 base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Griswold working from the third base side of the rubber, sets below the belt. 2-1 pitch is a fly ball to left center field. Camping under it is L.J. Mazzilli. 2 men down. So the Barnstormers are down to their final out of the doubleheader as Kelly Dugan steps in 2 for 3 with a pair of infield singles and a run scored. Griswold in his last 3 relief appearances, 4 scoreless innings on 2 hits allowed, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. 0-1 the count to Kelly Dugan. Griswold pitched on Wednesday night at Fairfield Properties Ballpark versus the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 2 scoreless innings and 2 strikeouts, 23 pitches, 17 for strikes. 1-1 to Kelly Dugan. The Ducks 1 out away from their 9th straight victory, looking for a sweep of the doubleheader and the series. Pulled foul, and now Lancaster is down to their final strike of the doubleheader. This is Griswold's first season in the Atlantic League. As a member of the Trenton Thunder in the MLB Draft League, he allowed only 2 unearned runs over 10 innings and 7 appearances. A graduate of LIU Brooklyn. The 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3, and the ball game is over. Rob Griswold comes on and retires the side in order. The Long Island Ducks sweep the doubleheader and the 4-game series from the Lancaster Barnstormers and have now won 9 consecutive games overall. In the bottom of the 7th for Lancaster, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and nobody left on base. The final score tonight in game number 2 of our single admission doubleheader in 7 innings of play was the Long Island Ducks 4 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 2. The post-game show is coming up next.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Johnny Turble, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey kids, are you ready to be part of the coolest club in town? If so, sign up today for the Long Island Ducks Kids Club presented by Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Children 14 and under will receive exclusive perks that only come with being a member, including a free ticket to a Ducks game, a free commemorative yearbook, 10% off at the Waddle Inn Shop, and much more. They'll also receive priority access to skip the line during Kids Run the Bases at all Sunday home games. Sign up today by visiting liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
This is it. Check it out. See what everyone's talking about. Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Bring your outdoor living dreams to life. Visit Nicolak's Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst and see thousands of square feet of pavers, retaining walls, fire pits, and outdoor living accents on display. Only Nicolak paving stones are made with Paver Shield technology for more vibrant color options than anyone else. Visit Nicolak.com to request a free sample or their Outdoor Design Center at 200 Henry Street in Lindenhurst. Nicolak. Ask for it by name. You'll see the difference. Visit Nicolak.com. That's Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers pave your way. Pave your way.
Mike Moore back with you from Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the Long Island Ducks post-game show. A happy one here as the Long Island Ducks on a historic twin bill in the Keystone State defeat the Lancaster Barnstormers by the final score of 4-2 here in game number 2 after winning game number 1 by the score of 14-1, both games going 7 innings of play. In game number 1, the big story, the Long Island Ducks setting a franchise record, hitting 7 home runs in the ballgame. So let's just give you the final numbers in game number 1 of our doubleheader for Long Island. For Long Island, 14 runs, 16 hits, no errors, and 8 runners left on base. For the Lancaster Barnstormers, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 4. The winning pitcher is Darren Downs, his first complete game of the year as he improves to 4-4. Dominic DiSabatino suffers a loss, dropping to 9-7. The time of the game in the opener was 2 hours and 31 minutes. Here in the Nightcap, the Ducks come away with the 4-2 victory, taking that momentum from game 1 into the second game of this twin bill. The Ducks went to work immediately against Brent Teller, the right-hander facing off against fellow righty Scott Harkin. Vladimir Frias led off with a walk. Frias, by reaching courtesy of the free pass, extends his on-base streak to 16 consecutive games. Steve Lombardozzi followed with a single of his own. Both runners advanced to second and third respectively by way of a wild pitch thrown by Teller. And then Lou Ford brought home the game's first run with an RBI ground out. For Lou, it was his 22nd run batted in. The Ducks led 1-0. Lombardozzi advanced to third. And then with 2 out, Davidson Romero reached on an error committed by Cleo Luis Rondon. The Barnstormers committed 8 errors in this series. No RBI for Romero, but the Ducks had a 2-0 lead. In the top of the second, they added to that advantage. Johnny Turbo singled with 1 out and then stole his team-leading 25th base and second in the doubleheader. And with 2 away, Steve Lombardozzi brought home Turbo with an RBI single, his team best 66th run batted in, and the Ducks led it 3-0. The Barnstormers got a pair of runs back against Scott Harkin in the 4th by way of a solo home run off the bat of Blake Galen, his 16th on the season, RBI number 62, and then an RBI fielder's choice hit into by Cleo Luis Rondon, his 43rd run batted in. After 4 innings, the Ducks were clinging to a 1-run lead at 4-2. I should say 3-2 was the score. That's where we stayed as Scott Harkin's night came to a close and the game was left in the hands of the bullpen, and what a job by that bullpen. Leading the way, Dylan Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer fires 2 scoreless innings, making the big pitch when he needed to. And the Ducks began the top of the 7th, leading by a run. 3-2 was the score. But then in that frame, Long Island looked like they were going to have a big inning. The first 2 batters reached by way of the free pass, and Steve Lombardozzi and pinch hitter Daniel Fields. But then L.J. Mazzilli bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. Davidson Romero hit a line drive to Nick Shumpert at third, and the ball simply went off his glove and trickled into the outfield. Scoring from third was Lombardozzi on the error committed by Nick Shumpert, his 15th of the season. And the Ducks had a 4-2 lead. And Rob Griswold came on looking to close it out and did so swimmingly, retiring all 3 batters he faced, striking out a pair. And the Ducks completed the sweep of the doubleheader and the series, winning the nightcap in 7 innings by the score of 4-2. Let's take a look at the final numbers in game number 2 for Long Island. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 9 men left on base. For the Lancaster Barnstormers, 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 9 as well. The winning pitcher in relief is Dylan Pfeiffer. He improves to 1-1, his first win in a Long Island Ducks uniform. 2 scoreless innings on 3 hits allowed and 2 walks. The losing pitcher is the starter for the Barnstormers, Brent Teller. Teller, with the loss, drops to 3-1. Rob Griswold, his 4th save in as many tries for the Flock. The time of the game was 2 hours and 28 minutes, and the paid crowd here for this single admission doubleheader was 3,051. So with the doubleheader sweep, the Ducks complete a 4-game sweep of the Barnstormers as they add to their best record in the Atlantic League. Long Island is now 56-39, 20-16 in the second half, 24-20 on the road, and the Ducks have won 9 consecutive games and 12 of their last 16. The Barnstormers drop their 9th straight game, a season high. They go 0-7 on this 7-game homestand. They fall to 44-51 overall, 14-21 in the second half, and 23-28 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Barnstormers have lost 11 of their last 14 and 17 of their last 24 games overall. In game number 1, we have to give all 7 Ducks, all players who hit home runs, the players of the game, because it was a franchise record 7 home runs hit by the Flock. So in game number 1, congratulations to Hector Sanchez, Vladimir Frias, Davidson Romero, Daniel Fields, L.J. Mazzilli, Ramon Flores, and Johnny Turbo. Davidson Romero hits a grand slam home run. So we'll give them a plethora of co-players of the game in the opener. In the nightcap, our player of the game is Dylan Pfeiffer, who picks up his first victory as a member of the Long Island Ducks with 2 very impressive scoreless innings, making the big pitch when necessary. A terrific job by Dylan Pfeiffer as the Ducks come away with the doubleheader sweep. The Ducks are now 10-1 in the 14-game gauntlet versus the Lancaster Barnstormers and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. They went 6-1 at home and now 4-0 on this 7-game road trip. The final 3 games in Waldorf. The Ducks will have tomorrow off and enjoy that off day. Winners of 9 in a row. They'll go for 10 straight victories on Tuesday night when they take on Lancaster in the opener of a 3-game midweek series. The Ducks 10-1 during this 14-game stretch now against Lancaster and Southern Maryland. 4-0 on this 7-game road trip. It'll be a very pleasant bus ride to Waldorf tonight, and the Ducks will enjoy Monday off and get ready to attempt to win their 10th consecutive game on Tuesday. The Ducks had a 12-game winning streak earlier in July en route to their first half North Division Championship. We'll take one final break, and when we come back, we will wrap this one up for you as the Ducks make it 9 straight victories, completing a sweep of the series and doubleheader versus the Lancaster Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elgin Mazzilli, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the North Shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Mike Moore back with you one final time here from Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Long Island Ducks sweep a doubleheader from the Barnstormers, taking game number 1 in 7 innings, 14-1. And coming away with the victory, the Nightcap, also in 7 innings, 4-2 is the final. Long Island completes a 4-game sweep of the Barnstormers and now have won 9 consecutive games overall and 10 of 11 and 12 of their last 16. So the Ducks will enjoy tomorrow off as they head to Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, where Tuesday night they'll open up a 3-game series with the Blue Crabs. The Blue Crabs have not announced their rotation yet for that series, but in game number 1, Anderson DeLeon will get the start for Long Island, 5-4 with a 4.75 earned run average. Game number 2, we'll see Brendan Feldman toe the rubber, 6-3 with a 5.57 ERA. And then in the finale of that 3-game midweek series, the Ducks will send Joe Iorio to the mound. Iorio in 2021 overall has a team best 10 wins. 10-2 is the record. Iorio with a 4.77 earned run average. First pitch in game number 1 of that 3-game midweek series from Waldorf on Tuesday night is 6:35 p.m. And we get things started with the Long Island Ducks pregame show at 6:20. Well, it's been a terrific afternoon into evening of baseball here in the Keystone State, and also a wonderful weekend for the Ducks as they complete the sweep and have won 9 consecutive games overall. They'll have tomorrow off, head to Waldorf, and then get back into action on Tuesday night when they kick off a critical 3-game series versus the team right with them in the second half of the North Division standings in the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We invite you to join us for our next Long Island Ducks broadcast, which will take place on Tuesday night, September the 14th, when the Ducks open up a 3-game midweek series in Southern Maryland against the Blue Crabs from Regency Furniture Stadium. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m., and we get things started with the Long Island Ducks pregame show at 6:20. So that's going to do it for now from Clipper Magazine Stadium here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Once again, our final score in game number 1 of our doubleheader in 7 innings of play was the Long Island Ducks 14 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 1. And in the Nightcap, also in 7 innings of play, it was the Long Island Ducks 4 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 2. For our entire crew here at the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, I'm Mike Moore saying thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening and what's left of your weekend. The Ducks make it 9 wins in a row. They sweep the Barnstormers. They'll head to Waldorf on Tuesday night looking for 10 in a row. We hope you join us then. But for now, we say thanks for watching again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good night from the Keystone State of Pennsylvania.